Dig. Yeah. Keep digging. Keep digging. Keep digging. Go deep. It's the underground. Yeah. Keep digging. Keep digging. Keep digging. Go deep. It's the underground. Yeah. Keep digging. Keep digging. Keep digging. Go deep. It's the underground. Yeah. Keep digging. Keep digging. Keep digging. Go deep. It's the underground.
Go deep, yeah, it's the underground. Drop a bomb, yeah, everybody get down. Matter of fact, yeah, it's a touchdown. Get jiggy, yeah, in the end zone. Yeah, ask your girl, I'm in the friend zone. First down, yeah, I'm in the red zone. Can't stop this, you better watch this. Call in to the show, talk your shit.
Keep digging, yeah. Keep digging, go deep, it's the underground. Yeah, keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep, it's the underground. Yeah, keep digging, keep digging, let's go. Keep digging, go deep, it's the underground. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep, it's the underground.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's your boy Filthy Rich, man, the host of the Underground Sports Show, baby. You know what to do, man. Call into the show, we live, man. 412-407-2744. Talk your sports, talk your shit, man. You know what time it is, man. Yeah, instant reaction, baby. Pitt versus Green Bay, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers did alright tonight, didn't we? You know what I'm saying? We're going to get a lot on the league, too. Let me see what's up, man. I ain't even checked the rest of the games, man. Steelers doing so well, that was crazy, man. Steelers reaction versus Green Bay Packers. First preseason game of the week. First preseason game of the year, let me say that. Yeah. Let's go. Ow. Appreciate you if you're up in here right now. It's your host, once again, your boy Filthy Rich, man. Up in here just to review this game tonight. Hey, I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm lost for words, man, if you can't tell already. Usually the intro is easy for me. I'm all over the place because of what I just seen. Man, look here, man. It was not a perfect game at all. But we seen some things that we didn't think we was going to see. I'll tell you that. Because you would have never got me to bet that we was going to see a good performance out of all three of these quarterbacks tonight. And I want to say great performance because, you know, not that they're great players or this ain't the preseason or nothing like that, but the pressure was on all three of these quarterbacks tonight. And the Steelers quarterback stepped up, man. No matter what team you're a fan of, when I say team, I mean Team Aller, Team Howard, Team Rudolph if he got a team, or Team Aaron Rodgers for real in this situation, because you can make an argument from every group, from every team, got an argument starting tomorrow, early in the morning when y'all see everybody at work, or right now on the reaction show on the underground, you can get it out. Call into the show, 412-407-2744. Man, there was a lot of good things we seen tonight. We'll talk about the negative too. But yeah, if you sat there and you seen what I seen, you had to be very happy with your Pittsburgh Steelers. You had to be smiling like Mike McCarthy was at that end of that game there. And great performance? No. But let me make sure I got the final score exactly right. What was it, 27? 28, right? 28-9 victory over the Green Bay Packers. Preseason, yeah, but this was one of the most anticipated preseason games, I'm going to say, in Steelers history. I mean, I've been around for a while. So, you know, seriously, this was very anticipated. Other than, you know, Big Ben coming in, you know, for draft picks or for young players, I don't know. and it's because it's at the quarterback position, which hyped it up more. We've had players come here, Troy Polamalu. We knew he was going to be, nice and fly around and all that stuff like that. But the anticipation of this one was crazy, man. With the draft being here in Pittsburgh, Drew Aller coming to town, Will Howard already being here, Mason Rudolph been here forever, and Aaron Rodgers maybe coming back at the time of the draft at least. It was already hyped up at this point. At that point, like I said, Yinzers had to pick their team. I think Drew Aller is going to be a guy. Drew Aller looked like a guy tonight against some guys that ain't guys, but I'd rather be Pittsburgh tonight than Green Bay. Because Green Bay, man, I would hate to be going live and being a Green Bay fan right now. Now, I know they didn't throw everybody out there, whatever. But still, you want your young guys to do what they need to do. You want your linemen to do what they need to do. And they didn't really get nothing too much established on the Steelers tonight. It looked a little ugly early. Steelers was getting penalties. They drove a little bit, but penalties helped that too. They made them kick a long field goal. And made them, got the ball back, then kicked the shorter field goal, but they tired down the defense a little bit and actually took away some time from the offense, which was pretty much rolling all night, right? So the score could have been a little worse if the Steelers could have got off the field early in the game. And, we didn't like that at all. A lot of flags thrown early against the Steelers. It wasn't clean. But one thing I will say is Mike McCarthy's team recovered. They let that go. They put that behind them and kept fighting. Was it guys coming in and out of the game? Of course it was. But those are guys, at least on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't speak for the Green Bay Packers. But on the Pittsburgh Steelers, those are dudes we need to contribute. We're going to be using them guys. And for them to get their confidence up today was good. We seen a lot of this at practice. We thought, is it going to transition? We heard about it. Hey, Will Howard's looking better than Drew Aller. Then another guy come on the radio. Hey, Drew Aller's looking better than Will Howard. Hey, Mason Rudolph looked better than both of them. Well, Mason Rudolph, threw an interception. So we heard a lot from a lot of people. But today we got to see it with our own eyes. And we see why people are picking sides. Because these quarterbacks are making them pick sides. They're not making it easy for any Steeler fan to say, that's the guy. They didn't make it easy tonight. Now, Mason Rudolph did have command of the offense early. Drove the ball down the field. Let's see what Mason Rudolph was looking like. Again, statistically. That's what I thought. 10 for 11, 93 yards. And was sacked twice. And that's another thing that didn't look good early. I've been talking a lot of shit for my Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line. And that first set of offensive line, that first string offensive line tonight, that wasn't good enough at all. If there's any cause to pause on how good this game made you feel, because, I took it for a preseason game. It is what it is. I wanted my third stringers and second stringer guys to look better than theirs. And that's all it was. I'm not excited like, oh, we winning the Super Bowl. We know better than that at Pittsburgh, right? All y'all should know better than that. But our guys did step up to the mental challenge. They did. The quarterbacks were under a lot of pressure right there in their own backyard. Under a lot of pressure. Mike McCarthy in his own backyard. Under a lot of pressure. So that's what I'm excited about. Not that they made themselves into a Super Bowl contender by playing against second and third stringers. No. But they look better than Green Bay by far. Especially our quarterback play. And I'm going to tell you this, man. Play calling had a lot to do with this. But let me go back to the first string offensive line, man. The first thing I want to say is maybe moving around made guys a little jittery or felt out of place. You know, Dylan Cook was playing right today, and Troy Fontenot was on the left. That's the opposite of what they were last year. Now, even myself, I said that's the obvious move. More thinking like, oh, I know how the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Rooneys think. Their guy, I also know how coaches think. Their best offensive tackle, they went on the left-hand side. That's just a strategy for most coaches, and it's also a strategy for GMs and stuff like that to make sure that their left tackle is the guy that's getting the money, not the right tackle, right? You can't spend money on both tackles. So, you know, he's Troy Fontenot's the guy, but he's moving to the left side. Now, is he a natural left? Yeah, he played a left in college, but still, this is his first game in a year. And if you play football, you understand how you have to adjust to different positions, different angles. Yes, it's different when you go to the other side. Your body is structured different. So even though you played that 2 years ago, that whole 1 year screw up your muscle memory a little bit, just a little bit. Just to hear. And that's all it takes in the NFL for a guy to beat you and make you look crazy. It's a little bit. So, yeah, man, Dylan Cook and Fontenot were getting beat tonight early and often. Early and often. So the start was not great for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the finish was. The finish was. Eventually, Mason Rudolph got his thing together. Will Howard took over. The guy looked a little ugly at first. And then he took the game over. He picked Robert Tonyan to be his guy, the tight end. Was it Tonyan? He used to play for Green Bay. He was number 85 before Robert, I think it's not Robert Kraft, but the Kraft tight end they got now. He used to be number 85 for Green Bay. He was a good receiving tight end. You seen him tonight. He didn't look old at all. Going up high for the ball. He got that number 83 on, though. No, that wasn't even him. I'm thinking he's looking like Heath Miller in the Patriots game, but that was, what was the tight end's name? I can't think. Tony in the chat says backup QBs were a little decent. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. They was real decent. But yeah, Steelers overall look like a team that been practicing hard, that been working hard, that been bonding. Seen them celebrate together, you know. It's good to see your team come out and everything go well for them. Now, was it a blessing to Mike McCarthy just to have a great game against his old team, his first time in Pittsburgh, preseason game, it don't matter. They just reached down and bless him. Hey, we'll see next week, right? We'll see next week. Who we got next week? Tony in the chat says looking way better than last year for sure. Yeah. Yeah, the backups is looking more than decent. Way more than decent. Let's see if it'll take me to the schedule. Trying to think who we got next week. I know we got Buffalo last. Come on. Messing up on me. So anyway, keep cutting up with me. But yeah, good game by the Steelers for real, for real. I was trying to see who we play next week. Maybe it'll let me go down. Oh, the Jets. It's the Jets. 21st. No, that's week 3. Yeah, it's the Jets. My bad. Yeah, the Jets, and we back at home. So, hey, preseason games is good to go to, man. I love going to preseason games because it ain't the regular crowd that's all drunk and all that. If you want to take a kid to a game, the preseason games is the game to go to. For real, for real. I'm trying to get to the stats here, but it won't even let me. What's up? All right, here we go. Mason Rudolph, once again, 10 for 11, 93 yards. Rating 101. Drew Aller was 10 for 13, 153 yards. Man, he did his thing tonight. 2 touchdowns. He might be the MVP of the game. He came in so late, though. Will Howard, 7 for 9. You can't beat that. 86 yards and didn't have the touchdowns. That touchdowns will throw your rating up big time, but Will Howard got cheated out of a touchdown, didn't he? Yeah, the Tunyon touchdown. Not really cheated, but you know, they said he wasn't across the line, should have had that one. I'm going to give him a touchdown for that one. Drew Aller almost should have had 3 touchdowns because Nowakowski, who caught his, second touchdown, dropped his first one. And then Mason Rudolph should have had, he should have had a touchdown drive. Mason Rudolph should have had the touchdown drive because they called back the touchdown, right, by Lou Nichols. And Lou Nichols wound up getting another touchdown. So justice was served all night, man. Justice was served. For real, for real. But other than the QBs, man, I want to talk about Steelers wide receivers, too. Steelers wide receivers played very well. And, you know, football is the ultimate team sport. Positions of quarterback and wide receiver are very dependent I'm going to say dependent positions, right? That's what I want to say. Very dependent positions. So, yeah. Good job by the wide receivers, too. Guys, you want to Jeremy Bernard early for Mason Rudolph. He's the one that stepped up for him. Robert Tunyon and who else stepped up? I think Brad Smith stepped up and had a couple little decent receptions. I remember Roman Wilson didn't really even get into it all like that. Of course, Caden Weegett, man, he's almost MVP of this game, man. He caught that slant. And I tell you what, speaking of slants, man, Drew Aller definitely proved that he had that gun that people was talking about, man. I mean, the passes was looking money, man. Us Drew Aller haters, man, we might be in for it, man. We might be in for trouble. You know, we might have to apologize to some people, man, because Drew Aller's always looking good. You know, third stringers or not, you can still see the whistle on the ball. It don't matter. You know, you ain't playing against nobody when you just throw the ball. And everybody was saying, oh, Drew Aller, you know, maybe he's just throwing the air or, you know, practice is different, wait till the bullets start flying. And, hey, the bullets flew and our quarterbacks flew right past them. And once again, the receivers, too. You can't give all the quarterbacks all the credit if the receivers don't step up. Max Hurleman, right? Max Hurleman, a guy that was here last year. He was the Eli Heinrich before Eli Heinrich. He was playing running back. He was number 34 before. Y'all remember him? He was playing a little bit of running back, a little bit of wide receiver. Now he's a straight wide receiver. He looking good running slant plays. But once again, man, Green Bay, they might have sucked, though, man. They was out there getting toasted by everybody. Everybody can't get busy. Damn. You know? We didn't have a Mount Washington sighting either. No, Mount Washington didn't do much tonight. Blocked a little bit here and there. But yeah, I liked a little bit of everything, man. Running backs, Lou Nichols. We talked about him already. He was the shining running back. Pretty sure he had the most yards. Lou Nichols, yes, 10 carries, 36 yards. Heinrich, 9 for 21. And Drew Aller on that rush. Yeah, Drew Aller had the read option and took it in, man. They was sleeping on it. And, man, tell you what, Drew Aller was looking pretty good in the pocket, too. Now, they all did look good in the pocket. But what I noticed is they rolled out Will Howard. They rolled him out a little more than they did Drew Aller. They let Drew Aller drop back and pass. So I don't know if that means anything, but they were both accurate. All 3 quarterbacks were accurate today. So that also means receivers were where they were supposed to be. Because it's hard to be accurate if your guys ain't running their routes with the right timing. Timing is everything. And something I said earlier I got to get back to right now is we got to get some props to Mike McCarthy on this one, man. The play calling. To me, the play calling was superb, okay? And not only the play calling, the route structure, the route combinations, the dig routes. We've seen dig routes all night over the middle, man, that we haven't seen since Big Ben and Antonio Brown. The offensive coordinators we've had for the past 2-3 years since Matt Canada just ain't get it, man. They ain't get it. And I still think it started with Aaron Rodgers throwing over the middle a little bit last year with Pat when they would put Pat Freiermuth for middle of the field weapon. When he put him in the game, he threw it over the middle. But other than that, it really wasn't structured to throw over the middle. But you see, Mike McCarthy is running these play action, fullback in the game, play action, turn around and throw the dig route. Trust your arm, trust where your receiver's supposed to be. And they did it all day today. They did it all day. That opened up the outside of the field. They got a lot of pass interferences at the end of the game because they was leaving them corners one-on-one and they couldn't handle it. Once again, second, third stringers, I know that. But I'd rather my second and third stringers win their battles. I'd rather my plays work effectively against their coordinators, right? So Mike McCarthy called a great game if you want to look at it from that angle. He truly did. The digs, the middle of the field was there for the taking, and the quarterbacks took advantage of it. There's nothing else to say. Great game by all quarterbacks, all the wide receivers. Preseason, though, right? Don't get too happy. Don't get too happy, but it looked good. To come out with, like I said, it's not that they won a preseason game 28-9. It was the pressure on our guys, and I just feel like they stepped up to the plate. And the receivers were good enough and practiced enough to be right there with them. That's what I like. For real. All right, defense though, man. Defense started out a little slow, wound up stepping it out when the second, third stringers came in. They kind of scared us a little bit too, man. So, there's a few things to get together. I got a feeling if I'm Mike McCarthy, I might be pressing my defense and offensive line a little bit more next week. Green Bay definitely dominated the line of scrimmage, low-key, though. Anybody else kind of peep that? They definitely dominated the line of scrimmage. But, yeah, if I was Mike McCarthy, I think I'd be trying to keep my starters in the game a little longer next week. It don't have to be Aaron Rodgers at the helm. I think I want to see if these guys can handle it against the big dogs now. You passed the test, right? You passed the JV test. It's time to put Drew Aller and Will Howard in a varsity situation. It's going to be tough because you got two of them. I wouldn't worry about Mason Rudolph. I'm good with Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph is Mason Rudolph. And speaking of Mason Rudolph, out there looking like Big Ben on the touchdown Jeremy Bernard should have had, man. Forgot to mention him with the wide receivers. He stepped up. He was the first one to step up. First one to step up. And the reason I was proud of him is because you really wasn't hearing his name coming out of camp, was you? You was hearing Roman Wilson, even Brandon Smith, A.T. Perry I was hearing. I didn't even see him tonight. What other wide receiver was I hearing? I can't even think right now, but still, it wasn't Jeremy Bernard. It wasn't. People said he was struggling a little bit. Thought it might have been, grasping the playbook and all that. But nah, he went out there tonight It looked like he's comfortable on the field. Once he get on the field, he may be a gamer. Maybe he's one of them dudes that's a gamer because he was gaming tonight. And if he could have gave it the good old NFL try instead of the college try on the touchdown and got both feet in, man, he'll learn from that though. He'll never let that happen again. You need to call AB right now and teach him how to get them toes in there because he could have got that in, but. I talked about muscle memory with the offensive line. That's the same type thing. That's what you see out of rookies. It's muscle memory. They're not used to doing it. And you would think a guy would just start practicing it, right? Let me just do it in college. But if it's not necessary, some guys you don't see them doing it. But you got to get your toe tap on, man. He had plenty of room to get them feet in. It was a great catch. And a great scramble by Mason Rudolph. For real. But yeah, like I was talking about the defense a little bit. They held it down. Asante Samuels played well. Jamil Dean played well. We got to see him. Defensive line, not so much. Linebackers, I think they got pressure, especially once the backups got in. The first stringers didn't really do too much. Alex Highsmith looked like Alex Highsmith, but I would press my starters much more if I was Mike McCarthy. Because I've seen a lot of what I need to see out of my backups. They're hungry, they're athletic, and they got the job done tonight, man. They'll get plenty more time to play in the second half next week, but I'll be focusing on my starters and make sure I get that line of scrimmage straight. That's what bothered me tonight. Was the line of scrimmage. The Green Bay Packers dominated the line of scrimmage. They just didn't call better plays on offense than Mike McCarthy did tonight. And we was driving the ball. First downs. That's what I want. Hell with touchdowns. This team is very talented. We'll get in the end zone. I'm worried about making consistent first downs and touchdowns. They just come. When I'm a coordinator, I don't worry about touchdowns. Touchdowns going to come if you get first downs. It's going to come. So, yeah, liked everything but the line of scrimmage stuff, for real. Let's check out some other scores, man. I got some other stories I really want to talk about, too, man. That Jaden Daniels stuff right now. Let's get around the league a little bit. Jones in the house. Yo, how we feeling? Hey, we feeling good, baby. We feeling pretty good. I mean, everybody stepped up to the plate. People's probably confused right now. They thought they was going to be able to go back to work tomorrow and talk their shit on whatever quarterback team they was on, right? Drew Aller, or you was on a Will Howard train, or keep Mason around, or keep all four quarterbacks. That argument is the only one winning tomorrow. That's the only argument that we winning tomorrow. And I was about to get on this show, and I knew I was going to be saying there's no way we can keep four quarterbacks. We just can't do that. But they left us nowhere. We're still stuck. We stuck. We're right back where we started when it comes to the quarterbacks. It would have been easy if somebody came out here and bombed it, but they all blew it up. So it's really hard to tell who should go home, who should be on the practice squad. We know it ain't going to be Drew Aller, though, right? And then he just solidified it kind of tonight. I mean, playing against the third stringers, yeah, but the arm was flying, man. You seen it. There's no way if you watch the game or if you just seen the highlights, it snaps off his hand. It does. In the NFL game. We got to see it in the NFL game. All QBs look nice. Chipper Jones says, I need to see Mason step into the pocket more, though. Yeah, Mason going to be Mason. Just got done saying that. Mason going to be Mason. So I don't even think if Mason's not playing again, if it's me. If I'm Mike McCarthy, Mason does not get back on the field. And maybe Aaron gets out there. If I got this niche, I got to get Aaron out there. But I'm putting one of these quarterbacks with the starters. If not, both quarterbacks, trying to get them in there with the starters. I might play that offensive line into the second quarter if we score, and maybe the whole first half. For real. Chipper Jones says, Will and Aller ball. Definitely. There's no questions. There's no argument tomorrow. Everybody's right. Everybody's right tomorrow at work when you get there. There's no argument. Even to keep 4 quarterbacks guys right. God damn. That's crazy. You know who might be wrong? You know who's wrong tomorrow at work? He ain't wrong, but they gonna fuck with him. Whoever's on that Aaron Rodgers train, right? That's who's getting fucked with tomorrow at work. Whoever's on the Aaron Rodgers train with, I'll take it. I'm probably one of them. You know, somebody can chew me out for saying Aaron Rodgers is our best option. Tomorrow, you can say that tomorrow. But play must go on. Nah, man, you got to let Mason rock a little more in a new offense. Yeah, baby, I guess. I get what you're saying on that, in the new offense. I guess, yeah. I guess. Because, I mean, there's, you know, and Chipper Jones, I'm guessing you feel like Mason should make this team. He should be the Steelers' backup quarterback. And this is why I think you know what Mason is already. I think I want to find out if Drew Aller or Will Howard is my backup quarterback. That's what I want to find. If one of them dudes can be better than what Mason Rudolph showed me. And we all knew what we was going to get out of Mason. We all knew. He was Mason. He was preseason Mason. Preseason Mason been good in the preseason. He been doing this. You know, he's been through other coordinators. This ain't his first new coordinator. The Steelers been flip-flopping here and there and there. You know, Mason come in and he do Mason. So, I hear what you're saying, new offense, but, I'm cool. He's the emergency guy anyway, man. If shit go downhill, and you know, I'm glad all these dudes played well because shit could go downhill. Because what's the chances of Rodgers not getting hurt 2 years in a row, back-to-back years? Everybody tried to jinx him last year. Now they can't say nothing, but this will be the year it happens where, you know, he get fucked up and we need one of these dudes. And we can't be sitting here confused like this trying to figure out which one is the guy. We need to know. We need to pick a guy. But he looks so good. Today he got to get a fair shake this time around. Yeah, definitely they've never got a fair shake. I say give him a chance, Tonya says in the chat, Mason Rudolph. I'm thinking that's what she's talking about. Yeah, you know, hey. I always thought Mason Rudolph was a good quarterback. Definitely never got a solid chance. But you know Drew Aller ain't going nowhere. So you got to put Will Howard on the practice squad. And if he keep playing like that, he ain't going to be on the practice squad forever. They do know Will Howard's name out there in the streets, I think. Somebody will cut a bum and scoop him up, right? He keep playing like that. So it's gonna be wild. We shall see. And you know, you gotta think some of these receivers that maybe played a little well tonight, they gotta get cut. You're only keeping what, 6 of them? DK, Michael Pittman, Jeremy Bernard, you know he's here. Roman Wilson is taking up 4 spots already. So Regent, pretty much player of the game. Right now he got to be making the squad, right? He's your kick returner, punt returner too. So that's 5. So there's only room for one more guy. You know, Max Harlan been playing good tonight. Ben Skowronek is a special teams All-Pro, Pro Bowler. Brandon Smith looked pretty good tonight. So, you know, there's definitely a fight for that 6th receiver spot. You know, we'll see what it go down to. And then Eli Heinrich looked like it was, you know, another thing that surprised me is the way Mike McCarthy started out the game. At running back, should I say. At running back, coming out there starting with Travis Homer was one of the biggest surprises of the game, right? Nobody expected Travis Homer to be in the backfield. I think we either thought Lou Nichols or it was going to have to be Caleb Johnson. And that's maybe the second biggest surprise of the night, right? At running back. Chipper Jones says, forget the QBs right now, though. I need to see the O-line play better. Man, preach. Preach. That was bad, especially the early O-line. That was bad. And it's right on topic with running backs. Travis Homer couldn't get too much. Lou Nichols looked better than Travis Homer when he came in the game, but I was surprised Caleb Johnson maybe got the ball, what, twice? Twice? That threw me off. That really threw me off right there, but that showed you how McCarthy's like, And, you know, it's pretty wild. Now maybe, you know, man, I don't see any reason to be putting Travis Homer and Lou Nichols in over a third-round pick other than Mike McCarthy ain't fucking with him. Or is he giving these dudes a chance to make the team? We'll see in the next 2 weeks, but you can't not give a guy the ball and then he just make the team. Unless, you know, upstairs forcing his hand, he gotta make the team, but I don't know. That was a very weird dynamic in this game. No Caleb Johnson at all. Nowhere in sight on special teams. Got the ball, what, twice? I could be wrong. He ain't get the ball more than 3 times. 2 carries, 3 yards. Damn. Looked like last year, Caleb Johnson. That's crazy, because Caleb Johnson was a hell of a college running back in Iowa. A hell of a running back. That's crazy. But yeah, man, what else do we see? That's what I wanted to go over. I don't know why I keep doing this to me, but it keep locking my screen on the schedule. Cardinals beat the Raiders 27-14. I ain't seen no highlights, no nothing yet. Oh, it's still 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Chargers and the Texans. Chargers up on the Texans 27-7 in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. And there's a lot of time left in the Titans and the 49ers. So it looks like that's what I need to be doing. So everybody's reacting to this. I can't wait to watch other videos and see people react to what happened tonight with the Steelers. Because it was impressive, man. It was more than impressive. It was definitely what we was waiting for, man. The anticipation was so high. Letdown would have been so low, man. It would have been so low. You know? Letdown would have been bad. But this high, we can ride this, man. We can ride this for the rest of the week at work. Play calls. Tonya says the play calls was hitting different. Yeah, definitely. I said that earlier. Man, Mike McCarthy was that guy tonight. He really was. Preseason game, but like I said, it's better to be on this side of the game. It's better to be on the dub side than the L side in your first preseason game at home. What? It can't be more than 4 miles to wherever he grew up at. I mean, I know it's Greenfield, but I'm talking about exactly to his front door. Can't be no more than 5 miles. You could definitely run there from his office, from the stadium. It's probably about, it's probably 4 or 5 miles from the stadium. Crazy. But good game all around. Now, this weekend, we got some other games going on. You'll check that out in a minute. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Also appreciate y'all if y'all hit the like button. Other things we could do is Also support the show if you want to, man. Underground, that's money sign first. Underground 2525. That's the Cash App to support the show. You want to support the show? Definitely want to give away a PlayStation 5 week 8 of the Steelers season. And we done got some donations already. We up to $50. So I don't care if it's $1, $2, $3, or put your pork chop. You hit the Cash App. I'm gonna save your name and you'll be in the contest, man, no matter what it is. Like I said, $1, $2, $3, $4, a pork chop. But once we get to that certain amount, that PlayStation's getting given away. So we trying to get there by week 8. If y'all gonna make me wait till week 12, that's up to y'all. But all you gotta do is donate anything, man. I don't even know if you could donate 50 cents on Cash App. If you Cash App, you support the show, you in there for the PlayStation 5. All right? We take forever, PlayStation 6 gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Support the show. I appreciate y'all, but really support the show by hitting the like button, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the channel, all that good stuff like that. You know? So let's look up some stats from the other games too. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Let's check them out. Uh-oh. But yeah, let's check out some stats from the Raiders. Fernando Mendoza got in the game, 10 for 16, 96 yards. Looked like he had a little day. Mike Washington, 6 for 63. He was the fastest linebacker in the draft this year, so he was a good pickup by them. And Fernando Mendoza, that's what's up. I wonder, Hey, one thing I do know is, though, if you got NFL Network, man, these games going to be on and on and on and all week. So there ain't no reason not to see preseason games. Definitely preseason games is worth watching, man. If you're a fantasy football player, man, this is where you find your little gems people ain't know about. Shit like that. Gardner Minshew played. It looked like he was the top quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Ooh, Jeremiah Love, 11 carries, 58 yards. I like that, 5.3 a carry. No touchdown, though. So that's what I'm looking at. That's some good receivers for Arizona. Arizona's, that offense going to click. They got talent. The offensive line's pretty bad, though, but they moved the ball last year. You're going to be so bad when you're moving the ball a little bit, For real, for real. Oh, you're cracking up. I don't even know. I don't know what I said. All right, let's get back to see some other stats tonight. Who else played tonight? Oh, Bengals and Lions. Let's see what they did. All right, Bengals, Lions. Josh Johnson, no big names here. They ain't play nobody. Look like one of them boring preseason games they played. Joe Burrow played, though. 39 yards, 5 out of 6. Okay. Joe Flacco, 5 for 8, 51 yards. They out there playing around a little bit, I guess. No Jamar Chase or nothing like that. That's wild, you throw Joe Burrow like that. He had 1 reception for 16. That's Jamar Chase. The Bengals like to do that, though. They've been starting out so slow. They'll start out 0-3, 0-2, shit like that. 1-3, and then fight back, and it'd be too late and fuck around and miss the playoffs. So, they started doing this like 2 years ago, for real. This ain't even really that strange for them. They was talking about that earlier on the radio, how Joe Burrow was going to play, and they thought, coach was tripping for that, but they've been doing that. Titans and 49ers, let's see who played for them. Cam Ward, 5 for 12, 57 yards. Curtis Rourke, 12 for 14, 101 yards, playing pretty well. I don't know who the hell he is, though. Wan'Dale Robinson, 2 receptions for 19 yards coming from, he should be a pretty good fantasy player coming from the Giants. And he's on Stribling. He's a young dude everybody was talking about. Wide receiver for the 49ers, and they need wide receivers like right now. He had 7 receptions for 63 yards. So that's what's up over there. On that level, and that game's still going on. Tennessee and San Francisco, could be worth the watch though. When it ain't your team, man, you kind of just want to see the beginning of the game, see what Cam Ward did or something like that. Nothing too crazy. But games coming up though, must-see games coming up. I tell you what, the Cleveland game should be must-see game. Because, of course, you got to see Shador, right? He is not starting, though. They play against the Bears this Saturday at 1 o'clock. The NFL know exactly what they're doing, even with their preseason schedule. They know everybody want to see Shador Sanders play. If he lose, if he win, if he get broke up, if he do well, it don't matter. People want to see it, right? He's Shador. So he got all the limelight right now, and they got them on at 1 o'clock Saturday. And why not? What else you got to do, right? College football time of day. Shit. They did it last year with Shador. Versus the Bears, who really don't, ain't nobody jumping off the screen when it comes to their draft picks or nothing like that. But hey, good defensive team. Strategy-wise, we'll see. Buccaneers, Jets tomorrow. Also Saturday, Panthers and the Bills. I don't know if they'll do too much with A.J. Brown or nothing like that. But Giants and Vikings also on Saturday. And that's a game you might want to see. Kyler Murray versus Jackson Dart. Scatterboo, is he healthy? We'll see. Malik Neighbors, is he healthy? And then Saturday at 4 o'clock is a good one. Rams versus the Chiefs at 4 o'clock. Who knows what these guys will bring out here, but I'm ready to see Justin Fields for the Chiefs, see what he got going on for them. Saints, everybody's darling, who the Steelers see in Paris, got the Jaguars at 4 o'clock too. Another game, if that come on for you, that ain't too bad. Saints got a lot of new names on it. Jordan Tyson said he's tearing it up. Let's see you do it in a real game, young buck. And then it gets even better. Saturday, they got a 7 o'clock game and an 8 o'clock game. Eagles and the Ravens at 7 o'clock. And then the Cowboys and the Seahawks at 8. Okay, a lot of young bucks. They got a first-round draft pick running back in Seattle. So, yeah. That should be a good little show right there. But yeah. Eagles and what's his name? Wide receiver the Steelers should have grabbed up, right? Chipper Jones says that Watson contract is screwing them big time. Yeah, that's what's making them start him, I think. They're going to give him his best chance. Chipper Jones says, can't tell if they're using Sanders for ticket sales or not. They definitely did that. That's what the plan was from the rip. I think other teams were stupid not to. You know what I mean? Stupid not to. But all right. That's it, man. I'm going to cut it right here. And we'll definitely get back into it come Sunday, man. That was instant reaction. But, come Sunday, we'll have more. See what the weekend review, the other sports look like. See who did what. It's your boy Filthy Rich on the Underground. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Y'all know that, man. Y'all already know that. So see y'all next time, man. It's the Underground. We getting out of here. Catch me Sunday, 9 o'clock, man, 9 p.m. Sports Weekend Review. We're going to see what's up. Look till next week for the Steelers. See what they're going to do, man. If they're going to figure it out or not. Yeah. My bad. It's hashtag Underground 2525, man.
Keep digging, go deep. It's the Underground.
Not hashtag, but money sign. Underground 2525.
Deep. It's the Underground. Yeah, keep digging.
Appreciate it, baby.
Keep digging.
We out of here.
Keep digging, go deep. It's the Underground. Yeah, keep digging. Keep digging. Keep digging, go deep. It's the Underground.
Go deep, yeah, it's the underground. Drop a bomb, yeah, everybody get down. Matter of fact, yeah, it's a touchdown. Get jiggy, yeah, in the end zone. Yeah, ask your girl, I'm in the friend zone. First down, yeah, I'm in the red zone. Can't stop this, you better watch this. Call into the show, talk your shit.
Keep digging, keep digging, go deep, it's the underground. Yeah, keep digging, go deep, it's the underground. Yeah, keep digging, go deep, it's the underground. Yeah, keep digging, go deep, it's the underground.